she my pupils on skates. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for a steady. When you show your shoulder.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They'll roll him out right. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Chargers 0. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chiefs 14, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 54 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but
taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The Chargers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And
trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
143 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Again, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Eckler now between the tackles. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Herbert off of play action. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds. The red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. Looking left side him, he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chargers 17.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
45 yards.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And able to get this out to the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert. And this one too low.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Yellow.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. One in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Kansas City, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.